This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Can I get any of you cunts a drink?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators. I didn't even ask you if you were ready.
Dude, no.
I just started hitting record.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Well, we're in the wrong... You're in my seat.
Yeah, we switched.
Damn it.
We switched up the seats today.
Yes.
Thought maybe it would help with some audio issues.
Maybe. I don't know. I think we just need a fucking studio is what we need.
We do.
A studio. Yeah.
But we got a Jarokk pick today.
We
and
do.
Happy spooky season!
Happy spooky season! Yeah, it's officially spooky season.
Yeah, so we're each gonna get a Halloween episode in.
Gotta do it.
So we got Jarokk first.
Yeah, so, gang, I picked the beautiful You Gotta Do the Job.
I got the
Sit
job.
nice.
I'm ready.
Go up. I picked Shaun of the Dead.
You need me to scroll up for the title?
No.
Kidding.
God damn it. Shaun of the Dead, 2004, directed by Edgar Wright and written by Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg simultaneously. I would like to first bring up, before we begin, the last episode, Serendipity.
Oh, yes. Thank you to Clobbering Time and Reverend Juicy Juice Jackson for correcting us on our illiteracy,
Yes.
if you will. I'm going to play something really quick. Let's make sure.
I'm almost a month behind, but getting caught up on the podcast, and you guys, on the Serendipity episode, and you guys taking like 10 seconds to figure out how to pronounce Bridget Moynihan's name. It's Moynihan.
So thank you
Thanks, Juice.
to them for
Thanks,
that.
Clobbering Time.
So thank you for everybody. So casting. So on to it. Thank you so much, everyone, for helping us with that. So Simone Pegg, Kate Eastfeld, Nike Frost, Lucky Davis, Dylan Moran, and Peter Serafinowicz are in this film today. And of course, Bill.
You are a bitter
Nye.
Betty.
I'm not bitter.
You bitter Betty.
Not a bitter bitch.
Bitter
Not a bitter
Betty.
bitch. It's called comedy.
It's called comedy. Look it up.
Look it up. Anywho, yeah, Simon Pegg, Kate Ashfield, Nick
Yeah.
Frost. Yeah.
What are we drinking?
Right, I forgot, dude. Every time I'm like forgetting. So in honor of this wonderful film, we're not doing wine because it's Christmas. Because it's Christmas, I've decided that we're gonna do this a little pumpkin ales. We're doing the. I might say this wrong too. I don't fucking know.
He's gonna do
But,
this the entire episode, guys.
Elysian.
Lucius.
Elysian. Night Owl. So I got it because you know you're in for a good night when there's an owl staring at you on the label.
Woo-hoo!
Exactly.
And there's a lot of beer drinking in this movie.
A lot of beer
so
drinking. I mean, yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a good pint.
Yeah, we need a good pint. You know, very on the nose.
Very. So, yeah.
Okay. So, Jarokk, what does this film mean to you? This is a pretty popular fucking movie.
I fucking love this film.
Yeah.
When this came out, I can't remember. I know me and Kareem fucking watched the fuck out of this
I'm sure.
in high school. Multiple times. Damn near, I think, every, like, fucking, what do you call them? I guess, like, LAN party sleepover thing that we always did, which was damn near every day.
Sleepover.
Yeah, it was damn near, like, every day, every other day. But, especially after high school. But there was also, one of my sisters did date a British guy who I believe I talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he actually might have got me into this film because he got me into a lot of British shit.
Yeah,
And
I think you.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
touched base.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah, so it's just like, man. So, yeah, dude, I absolutely love this film. And I think that this is personally one of the fucking better comedies, like, ever.
I don't know if Oprah
I
agrees.
will fucking fight everyone, you better agree. I will fight fucking fisticuffs that this is seriously one of the best fucking comedies.
All right. I'm just gonna say it. I really avoided watching this movie at all costs when it came out. I think it was just one of those like fucking movies where I was like, oh my god, everyone thinks it's so funny.
The trailer doesn't do it justice.
I guess that could be the trailer.
Because I hate the trailer.
And even like still to this day, it's just like, I mean, I won't get too into it, but it's just like when you said that was your pick, I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm iffy with this group.
Are you?
Yeah, like this brand, not the brand of comedy, but this, like the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, like I'm iffy about them. I'm very, I don't know.
Why are you iffy? Just because of this?
I don't know. Their comedy is very, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's all bad because I don't want to give away how I feel about the whole thing, but the formula seems very the same, like a couple lazy buddies going through something that's way in over their heads and madness ensues.
You're talking about every film that they do?
That's what the films come off as for me. It's like, oh, it's these guys. Okay, they're going to be a bunch of...
Maybe. I mean, I don't think that at all. But maybe some of their films might, like, have that little fucking twang like this. And then, of course, you've got fucking The World's End or whatever. And
yeah, I mean...
and fucking
it's like,
Frost kind of switch.
It's kind of like when I think of, like, Seth Rogen and that gang.
Yeah.
A lot of their films are the fucking same, which, you know, there are some good ones. And then it's just like, come on, guys, let's just do something a little different, but that's just meh. Personally,
yeah. I can understand that because I feel that way with the Rogan and some of them. Like I like some of their films, but a lot of it's like I just can't. They're too campy. They're too pushed. It's that nudge. That's the shit that. But I don't get that from this. Like I get a beautiful fucking balance.
I will say that the great thing about this is the comedy. It's a little more subtle. Mm-hmm. It's, yeah. That's what
I love.
Yeah.
That's why I love these films, because like they put the comedy in, but they give you so much fucking seriousness at the same fucking time that it literally balances out beautifully.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Like comedy is serious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's comedy is serious.
Comedy is serious.
Indeed. So let's dive it in.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else I missed. Is there anything else? I feel like every time we do it, we're
missing
weeks behind.
I mean, we're not doing it's been so long since we did the Notebook.
Right.
The handy dandy Shakespearean Notebook.
Oh, yeah.
God, go back.
Man, might have to get something else.
I know.
But anywho, so diving in. So the movie opens up. We're in a pub. We're in a pub, and it's called the Winchester, okay? So Simon Pegg, Shaun, he's sitting there, he's smoking a cigarette, and he's drinking a beer, and he's with his girlfriend, Liz. And they're talking. Apparently the relationship is a little funky, like, he's just lazy. I mean, you already said it. He's lazy, he doesn't do anything. All he ever wants to do is go to this pub with his friend, Ed. And it's funny because they're talking, and they're having this, like, conversation, and then they're all like, oh no, all you ever want to do is go out with Ed, it's not like I don't like having you here. And then Ed's just fucking right next to him, and they play it out as if they're on a date, and then you find out, oh well, there's his friend, and then he starts talking about, and she's all like, well, if I bring my friends, then it just says acerbate, whatever that fucking word is. I can't say exacerbate. What's that? You know, no, what's exacerbate mean? Oh, make worse. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I don't love David and Di. And then you look over, and then her friends are right fucking there too. Guys, it's not like I don't love, you know. No, it's all right, Shaun.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's very relatable, because if you have like a third wheel, you know, you feel bad, then you want to bring in more friends, and you know, what if these friends don't clash or get along? It's very relatable. And the whole thing with like Liz, like the relationship has gotten very stagnant.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, you and I have talked about it with our relationship where we would just do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy fuck, we're in a slump. We need to, you know, not do anything extravagant like fucking go skydiving or anything, but it's just like something needs to change because this is not getting good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like Shaun is very interested. He's just kind of like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Your hog lumps.
Your hot lumps.
Your hog lumps. Shaun, hog lumps. Can I get you cunts another drink? It's the most quotable fucking movie too, man. All of these movies are so quotable. Anywho, can I get you cunts another drink? So, all that shit, and David and Di are there, and they're Liz's friends. I fucking love David and Di. Like, David is so funny, man.
Really? You really like those two?
I love David.
Okay.
I absolutely love Dylan Moran.
That's a different type of character for you to like.
I know.
I think.
But I love him because he was in Black Books. And that was a show on the BBC, you know, in England. That show is so fucking funny.
The BBC, you know, in England.
I think it was the BBC. I'm pretty sure it was on the BBC.
That's the way you said it, BBC.
It might have been on the BBC. I don't know. But anywho, yeah, the BBC.
You don't get it.
So, anywho, Black Books, man. It's fucking hilarious, and he is so funny in it. And obviously, I knew him from this first. But I love him. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, but just everything about David is just so focused. It's just like
David annoys the shit out of me.
I fucking love David, though. I mean, he does, and that's his point. Like, looks like your 9 lives are up, Shaun. Get fucked, Four Eyes! Why don't you go out with your lover? I don't know what he meant about that. What do you mean about that? But anyway, I just love when they're having their moments, and everybody's like ganging up on Shaun. And they're talking about his mom, and he's just like, I haven't met your mom. You haven't met his mom! And then David's just like, are you ashamed by your mom, Shaun? And everybody's just like, I love my mom. Like, Shaun's getting so aggravated with everybody.
Yeah, well, they're like, especially him, he's like feeding the fire. And there was even something like about Shaun mentioned, like, calling the friend a failed actress.
Yeah, later.
It's like, that was a private conversation. You probably should have.
Yeah, she's like, oh, what? A failed actress and a twat! I never called Diane a failed actress. That's what he said.
But he has called.
Yeah. He's like, oh! He's like, how am I going out with your friends? Oh, a failed actress and a twat! I never called Diane a failed actress. And David's just there fucking wiping his glasses, just like... I fucking love it. But anywho, yeah, all that shit. And then they finally, like, Shaun agrees. He's like, no, we'll go out. We'll go to the place where they do the fish.
The fish.
You know, they do the fish. So now we got, like, this, you know, the comedy soft opening. We've got this nice little fucking... whatever the fuck you want to call it. This, like, montage thing. But it's, like, just this ensemble of people... throughout the ensemble of the film, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, it's the girl
going through the more like it's like Shaun's morning routine.
Yeah, it's that, but it's everybody else, like
everyone
basically showing that we are all zombies already. That opening.
Oh.
So like, you know what I mean? Like you got the girl doing the checkout counter, you know, she's checking everybody out. The kids fucking pushing the carts, and then the kids fucking just walking, all fucking bobbing their heads to the bullshit. It's just like, we're all zombies. We do the same shit, everybody. And that's essentially the message in this fucking film. You do the same goddamn routine every fucking day.
Yeah, you become a zombie.
Exactly. And that's going back to what you were saying, how he just kind of walks out, and he's just yawning, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, they give you these little hints. But I love when he's walking to the fucking shop the first time, and that kid hits him in the fucking head with the ball. And he's just like, oh, you're dead.
Yes.
And then he goes.
That gets said more than once.
It gets said,
Yeah,
multiple times.
you're dead.
Next time I'll see him, he's dead. They're like foreshadowing this shit coming. And then you got the fucking beggar who comes out with his dog and the guy washing his car. And then the runner. I love the jogger coming by. And then he goes into the shop, gets his shit, gets his Coke, has to read the fucking, what's in this fucking Coca-Cola? Or whatever the fuck he's getting, He's just reading the fucking ingredients and then goes. And he goes to work. And he's a 29-year-old man who's working with fucking 17-year-old teenagers. And apparently his boss is sick. Everybody's getting sick.
Yeah. God, what's going on?
It's got COVID. And everybody's getting COVID. And everybody's getting COVID. It's a dead disease. Anywho. So.
After... Shaun's job. People
Shaun's job.
are getting sick, and he has to manage
up.
a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, he's stepping up. And I love it. Noel is he's just like, all right, mate. Like he gets a phone, his phone rings, and he's just like, all right, mate. And I don't got nothing. And Shaun's just like, Noel, hey, it's not answer the phone. All right, keep your hair on, granddad. All right. He's like, hey, wait a minute here. I'm 29. What are you? 20, 22, 17?
I mean, that's a huge dude. He did look like he was over 20.
I know, yeah. He's just like, oh, God. So Shaun's showing off he's like, well, this isn't a social gathering, right? So he's showing off TVs to customers. And I love it because all the TVs are showing fucking, like, news shit. Like, fucking important crap.
Yeah, even at the shop, the newspaper said something.
Yeah.
Like, in bold letters, like, ugh.
Yeah. And so he's getting all these hints that he's just missing. It just shows that Shaun just has no perception whatsoever. Negative ones. All around. Negative ones for Shaun. So he's there, and then fucking Noel's all like, somebody's like, your dad's here or whatever.
Oh, God.
And Shaun walks over to him, and we see the back of Bill Nye, and he's just sitting there, and then he goes, fucking Shaun just goes up to him and goes, Philip? Bill Nye does this pure fucking wet and then lands, and I absolutely love... I love this fucking turn, because it's so serious. He's just like fucking turns, plants, Shaun.
And just the way he looks, they have he kind of like looks like a zombie when he's not a zombie.
Yeah.
Just the way he like talked and he's has sunken eyes and just very like deadpan, and it's just like, oh shit.
That might be Bill Nye in general, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want to be mean.
That's fine. He's a great dude. But
if you're listening.
Yeah, Bill, we know you're out there listening. Anywho, we love you, Bill. So
Is he dead?
No, he shouldn't. He better not be.
Okay, I don't know. Just checking.
No, I don't think so. Bill? No. Anywho. So, Dad! So Bill Nye's talking to me. He's all like, tomorrow is your monthly visit to meet with your mother. It's like, right, I'm gonna. It's like, and perhaps you could bring flowers this time and not some cheap posy from a garage forecourt. Right? Anywho. So he's like, well, then we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow then. But I love this fucking, and later on, when you see this smile that he does, you understand the smile when you watch the movie for the first time. But you see the smile that he does, and it's kind of like, I really I'm trying, it's that awkward, like
forced smile?
I wouldn't say forced. I'd say more or less it's a smile please, he wants Shaun to like him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay,
that kind of thing.
Like a try-hard.
A try-hard, yeah.
Smile, maybe?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's he's just he genuinely cares for Shaun, is essentially what that smile means, I think. That's what I get out of it. And so he walks off, and Shaun goes home. We meet Pete, ironically enough, Peter Serafinowicz. And Pete is Shaun's other roommate, his other flatmate, along with Ed.
Yeah.
And Ed is a fucking squatter, dude. He's a fucking loafer.
He's a squatter, yeah. He's like the creepy uncle that lives on the couch and just doesn't do shit.
No, man. He's a pot dealer, so, I mean, he gets pot. He's constantly getting phone calls throughout them. Oi, mate. Hey, Noodle. Hey, you got anything, mate? Yeah, no, I got half a time myself. You know, all that shit. But he's just playing a fucking PlayStation 2. And then Shaun, I love it, will sit down, enter. Player 2 has entered the game. Haven't you got work? Player 2 has left the game.
Oh,
you know, just like that kind of
yeah.
shit. So Peter and, Pete and Shaun are talking. They're, powwowing. But I love this shot.
Oh, the mirror.
We got to talk about it. The camera work in this film alone, honest to God, is so fucking great.
It's fun.
So Shaun's brushing his teeth. He's getting his coffee. He's doing all this shit. And then he's looking at himself in the mirror, and then he closes the mirror. And as soon as he closes the mirror, it cuts to you see fucking Peter just staring at him. And he's just like, Shaun. When is he going to go home? It's like, the front door was open again. I'm not saying it was you. Oh, no, man. I'm saying it was Ed. It's like, oh, all right. And I love how Shaun, it's so awkward for him because Ed's his best friend, but Pete's his friend, too, and his flatmate. And they were all cool in college. Yeah. The difference being that Pete grew up and the other two basically didn't.
Yeah. And I think Shaun feels really bad for Ed because he doesn't have anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't have any friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shaun goes out to try to talk to Ed to clean up and do shit because Pete wants him gone. Pete's like, no. He needs to go. He's not contributing. He's not paying. He's nothing.
Yeah, he hasn't been clean.
Yeah. So Shaun goes. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Ed's area is the worst.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. We all had roommates like that once or twice. So Shaun, I hate to say it, but I feel like I might have been the Pete. I might have been the Pete.
You were the Pete?
I think I was the Pete. I might have been the Pete.
Really?
We'll have to ask Tomas.
Oh my God.
We'll have to ask Tomas what I was, because I might have been a much more less pain in the ass Pete.
Okay.
But I think I was Pete in some aspect because of just the cleanliness. I wanted it clean, and I wanted I was always annoyed. A complete opposite from what I am now. I'm lazy as fuck now. Now I'm Ed. I'll say it loud and proud. I'm Ed as a motherfucker right now. But
me too.
back in the college days, dude, I was like, no, man. I
you know what? I can see that at your Burbank apartment.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was at Burbank, and I was in, not with us, but when we first got Gypsy, that North Hollywood apartment down by where you used to work.
Yeah, Burbank.
Yeah. Oh, is that Burbank?
Yeah, it's technically Burbank.
I thought we were talking about the Oakwoods, too. I don't know, yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, both of those.
Yeah.
I think I was, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. So, yeah, but the Burbank, I was definitely that way at the Burbank. I was like, oh my God, are we really clean?
Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I love it, though. So, anywho. So, Shaun is trying to talk to Ed, and he's saying all this shit, and then Pete comes in, and Pete's all chiming in, Ed, do you mind taking down everybody's numbers for the machine? Yada, yada, yada. And he's just like, And he walks off. Pete walks off, and he's got I am a prick fucking on his jacket.
I don't understand. If there's an answering machine, why does Ed need to write down the numbers when the number is going to be on the message?
My only thing is
do you think
that
it's the simplest thing that Ed can do? That's can you at least do that?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
But it also makes me think that they have to, that those messages. So I'm trying to remember what message machines were like back then because we're so engraved. But if I'm not mistaken, I think if you got a certain amount of messages, then other messages didn't take. So it was listen to your fucking message and then delete it.
Write it down,
delete it because I think
How many messages were they freaking
if
getting?
I remember, who the fuck knows? But that's what me trying to remember, like our fucking like answering machine.
Yeah, I mean, I know cell phones, they do have the, I
The
hate
memory.
this when I'm calling people. It's like, I need to leave a message. It's like, mailbox is full. Like, fuck.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know. That's
Or
the only thing I
mailbox
can
not
think of.
set up. Fuck.
Right. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. So, he walks off. I am a prick. And Sean's all like, oh, can you just do what he says, though? And he's like, I'm not doing nothing for him. Well, do it for me. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Shaun. It's all right, man. No. I'm sorry, Shaun. Shaun just is like, oh! So anytime Ed says sorry like that, he fucking farts. And it makes fucking Shaun laugh his ass off.
Yeah, he can be like super mad at Ed, and that'll ease all the tension.
Yeah, and
all's
Sean's
forgiven.
Just like, my God, that's disgusting. You just stop it. He's like, I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. So I'm not laughing. So Shaun goes off. I guess that was before he goes to work. We're a little mixed. I'm a little mixed up, but Liz calls Shaun at work, and Shaun botches fucking just doing the reservation. He botches it.
He forgets.
Typical Shaun. And he gets home, and Ed is all like, hey, you want your messages? He's like, huh? He's like, Liz rang, wanted to know about you going out tonight. Your mom rang, wanted you to know about coming round tomorrow. And then your mom rang again, wanted to know if I wanted to eat her out tonight. And he's like, what? He goes, just joking about your mom. And Ed has this hilarious, like, I don't want to say like crush on Barbara, but like just that playful crush kind of thing.
It's like a playful thing, but I think what it is, like, he genuinely loves Sean's mom in like a mom way.
I know, dude. I've got
like,
mine too.
It's like playful, but then it's like,
my mama Sandy. I had to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, it's that. Oh,
yeah.
she's like butter. I love his mom too. She's like butter.
Oh.
That's what he says to her.
Oh.
He says that in the beginning of the film.
Oh.
When they were talking about the mom. Mom. He goes, oh, I love his mom. She's like, butter. Anywho, so all that, he botches it. He calls Liz. Has to fucking tell Liz, hey, I fucked up. And Liz hangs up on him. So he goes to her apartment. Diane and David will not let him in. So he tries climbing up the fucking wall and then calls back. And I love it because the music is so like,
Yeah.
like seriously scary shit, like the music. And then he gets back down. He goes, hi, it's me again. Can you buzz me in, please? He gets in. He's talking to Liz. And he's all like, there's other places in the world, Shaun. He's like, oh, okay, well. She's like, I don't want to just go to the Winchester. All we do is go to the Winchester. And then Shaun, like, there was a moment, she says something about the Winchester. And he goes, oh, you want to go? And she's like, no, I don't fucking want to. Like, just, I love when Liz yells, dude. It's so funny. So they're just arguing. David's not fucking helping. Yada, yada, yada. Same shit.
Not.
So finally, it's all calm. Shaun goes in. He's talking to Liz. Shaun buys flowers and gives them to Liz.
But there's a card that's for his mum. It's for his mum.
She goes, for a wonderful mum. He goes, oh, did that because you were saying how much you were like my mum. They're for your mum, aren't they, Shaun? Yes. Smooth. She goes, if I don't do something soon, I'm going to be just like all those sad fuckers and go in there every night and drink myself to death. He was like, do what? Going on to now, Shaun is fucking outside in the rain and just standing there. And then he walks to the fucking Winchester, throws the flowers in the trash bin on the table, and he is bawling his fucking eyes out. Like, he is legit crying. He is fucked. He is sad. Ed is there drinking with him, trying to cheer him up. He's like, should I do your favorite monkey? Should I do Clyde? Does his fucking orangutan impersonation. So Shaun is just not having it. And then the jukebox, if you leave me now, and take away the biggest part of me. Is
that like their song?
No, it's just a sad song. If you leave, because she just broke
okay.
up, and Shaun just looks at the jukebox, and he's just, and Ed goes, "Who the hell put this on? It's on random."
And that comes back around.
Yeah, it's on random. That's my favorite. I fucking love it so much. Oh, who the hell put this on? John, yes, please, mate.
Maybe like fiery
sake.
shots or something.
Yeah, they
I
had
don't
like
know.
fiery shots and then fucking more beers, and they're sitting there, and he's just like, and Ed, this is where I love Ed, man, because Ed's just like, see, you don't need Liz to have a good time. And this is like, Ed is so like, just whispers in this moment, and I love it. And he's just like, listen, I'm not going to tell you that there's other fish in the sea. I'm not going to tell you that it all gets better from here, but what I will say is this. It's not the end of the world. Somebody just fucking puts their hand on the
Oh
fucking...
yeah, because there was
door.
a shadow just like right by the door. It's like, what the fuck is that?
That silhouette,
Yeah.
just banging on the shit, and then fucking John, the bartender's all like, "Sorry, we're closed." Pissant. They go outside. They're drunk. They're singing, and that was a moment. That's in the truth. They're
Well, then
just
there's
having
also
fun.
that couple. You think that they're making
Oh,
out.
dude, yeah.
And then right at the last minute, you see the fucking neck just go.
Honey, did you just have your tea? Yeah.
She had her
Head
fucking
just fucking
tea
fall
and the
off.
fucking crumpet.
So,
Little bit of fucking
Love it.
jugular
yeah.
crumpet.
Right. Oh, Jesus God. So, yeah. So then they go home. They're playing electro. Boom. Do you want to dance? Sean's fucking,
They're playing DJ. Is what
working
they're
the
doing.
record. Yeah, dude. And then fucking Pete storms down, grabs the record, throws it out the fucking window. No, scratch it. It's the second album I ever bought. It's 4:00 in the fucking morning. No, and fucking Pete loses his fucking balls.
Oh yeah, he goes off on both of them.
Fucking loses it. He's like, they were like, hey, it's Saturday. He's like, no, it's fucking Sunday. And I've got to go to fucking work. And I've got to get some sleep. And I'm not feeling fucking good. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then Pete, fucking Ed is just feeding the fire.
Oh, yeah.
And Ed's just like, do you see why I'm so fucking angry? Fuck yeah. And then Sean's just like, no, listen, hey, we split up with Liz tonight.
Why did he say we split up with Liz?
Split up with Liz tonight. It's just that third person. I do it sometimes, that third person shit.
Oh, I mean, I
Unless
kinda,
he was saying like him and Ed, maybe.
Or I mean, he was probably like drunk and he was just like, or because Ed was such a tag along.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a breakup for everybody, or he was just too drunk. He was like, he probably meant to say Liz and I split up.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, there's so many ways you can take that.
Right. So he's just, we split up with Liz tonight. And then Pete calms down for him, and Pete's just like, all right, just keep it down.
Yes.
Man. He's like, and this is why it's like, it's hard to, you don't really hate Pete, because it's like,
No.
Pete is the rational one. Like,
Yeah.
he is literally, okay, just keep it down. And then Pete starts walking off, and Ed's just like, prick. What was that? Pete turns around and is about to fucking just fucking drop the gauntlet on fucking Ed. And Sean's just like, no. What's friends? We're friends. Stop defending him, Shaun. He's like, you just keep him around because you need somebody who's more of a loser than you are.
Oh.
And he's like, I assume it was Liz that did the dumping. Sort your fucking life out, mate. And then Shaun, like, kind of has... And then here we get that other moment of Ed. Ed's just like, prick. If I ever see him... Next time I'll see him, he's dead.
Dead.
He's dead. So Shaun goes drunkenly to the fridge, writes a fucking note to himself.
To remind him.
Yeah, shit to do. Get Liz back, go round mums, sort life out.
Sort life
And then he falls asleep in the kitchen. He wakes up and
I love it. It's like the shot. It's just like darkness and then boom, morning. Nothing, no movement. Nothing's been moved around.
Yeah.
It's like literally like in a second, it was fucking daybreak.
Yeah.
It was a cool shot.
Mm-hmm. So he goes off to the shop. He goes and asks Ed, do you want anything? Cornetto. So they go. He's walking. Now, this is another thing that I love that they did, is he's walking, and you see the bum is now a zombie, and he's walking. He doesn't have his dog with him. His dog
Still
is like
dragging the leash and
yeah.
collar's dragging.
Yeah,
It's so sad.
he's dragging the leash and the collar, and then Shaun goes around the car. The car is like the car that the guy was washing. It's got like a fucking hole in the windshield, like this big fucking pipe looking fucking hole. So, anywho, so what I really also love is that the jogger is now fucking sprinting for his fucking life.
Yes.
Shaun, that's one of my favorites too, man. That makes me laugh every time. Shaun goes into the store now. There's blood all over the floor. There's fucking handprints of blood on the window. Shaun's still oblivious. Just does not see this shit. Nelson, have you got any papers? Because there's no papers
For him,
like
for
last
him to
time.
not buy, but just read the headlines.
Yeah. And then he only puts like fucking a little bit of change on the fucking counter. He goes, I owe you 50, whatever the fuck.
Money is.
Yeah. And then jogs on. And this time the bum goes up to Shaun, and Shaun's just like, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't have any change. I didn't even have enough for the shop. Goes into the house.
Barely looks at the guy too. He's just like, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah. And then he sits on the couch. He starts fucking flipping through the channels, and I love it. I love this shit. It's all they somehow put all of these clips for the news to like being people are literally being eaten alive, and it's fucking like National Geographic.
The news, a game show, whatever TV show.
Yeah, it's just
one sentence.
So so
one
funny.
fluid sentence.
Yeah, and then randomly you hear there's a girl in the garden.
That was kind of creepy.
Shaun just looks over, and Ed just flings the curtain. Ed's
he's behind
full body.
He looks like he's wearing a fucking wedding veil. Like,
yeah. That's what's so funny about it. He's just straight up in the curtains.
Or he can kind of look like a spirit or a ghost. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something was very
Goes to Christmas Past.
Yeah, very Haunted Mansion-y.
Yeah. In the garden, there's a girl. They go outside. Hello. She's so drunk.
Yeah.
Oh. Oi! Ed throws some shit at her, and she turns around and just, Shaun's just like, all right, Mary, look, calm down here. I just got out of a relationship. She falls on Shaun, and Ed fucking runs into the house. 2 seconds. Runs into the house, and Shaun's just like looking at her like, what the fuck is going on? And then, all right, hold it there. And Shaun turns her head with his, and Ed takes a picture.
See, I like to think that she turned around too. I mean,
She probably did,
I don't
actually.
know. She was like, huh? Like both
Now,
kinda
actually,
look.
now that you say that, I think so.
Because it would be weird if Shaun actually did that because he's like in shock. I don't know.
I think just because he was hanging on to her.
Well, he was
fucking,
holding on
like,
to her like neck.
Yeah, so maybe
kinda.
that's what made us think. Because I guess he kind of had to allow her to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's funny that... No, but I like that. I think that actually might have been what they were going for. But he had to loosen the grip in order to make it... So it kind of just... I don't know. It doesn't play that way, even though I like that idea of it.
That's what I thought.
No, that's... Well, then that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
My word is law.
You're the queen. The queen.
Queen.
So... Queen.
Quan.
The Quan.
The Quan.
Kill the queen. David, kill the queen. Huh? The jukebox. Tonight, gonna have my thing. All right, we'll get there.
We will get there.
So, he pushes Mary off, and she lands on a fucking pole, and it goes right through her fucking like
belly.
And then she pulls herself up, and they're both just like, oh my god, and Ed starts fucking winding the camera.
And they are like just frozen, and it's just, and I love fucking Shaun. He has his like wrists like flexed, and he just palms that shit out of his hand. And I love that they do the the death becomes her shot.
Yeah,
I can see right through you.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So many nods in this film, though, dude. They do that. They have so many nods. And so they go back into the house. There's this big fat zombie that also was like
Big
kind of
dude.
blocking their way.
Yeah.
And then they go back in the house. They're trying to call 911 or whatever. And
Ed's like, he's like, call this, call that, call that. Sean's just
one
like,
number.
It's one number. Yeah.
he's like, anything with flashing lights, no? So then the guy on the news is talking and he's all like, don't leave. Like, buy yourselves. Hit them by destroying the head or removing the brain. I say again, destroying the brain or removing the head. I forgot how
I think
the fuck he said
I think it's
it.
damage the brain
Or remove the head.
or remove the head.
Fuck, I can't remember.
I think that might be it.
Can't remember. But it's something like that. And then there's a guy in the house, just makes his way in. And he's got an arm off! He's got an arm off! They start fighting this dude in the fucking house because, again, front door was open. Again! They constantly leave the fucking door open.
Yeah, it's cool that everything has a purpose.
Yeah.
And it's another a lot of callbacks.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
Yeah. And they fight this fucking dude. Ed kills him with an ashtray. And then they're like, okay, we'll go outside and deal with these two. They go out, they take like fucking everything. They take fucking a toaster, all kinds of shit from the
They take
house.
anything but something that can actually like penetrate the head.
Right.
Like what the fuck,
No
dude?
knives, no nothing. They just take like fuck cookie jars
He even
and
goes.
toasters.
They even go in like the silverware drawer and grab a bunch of shit, like anything. Like,
They like just, it's almost like they took the silverware tray. It just went out with it.
and I think it's funny, like for the most part throughout the movie, everything that they use to try to like kill the zombies are objects that really aren't that suited.
Yeah.
But it's what they have, I guess, and they
Just lying around.
they just make do.
Yeah, and then they run out of shit, and Ed finds the electro fucking
Record.
vinyl, yeah, and then he fucking throws it, and it just fucking gets right into the dude's fucking like cheek, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "Oh, we have an idea." So they go inside and get all of Shaun's records.
Not a sharp thing in the fucking apartment.
No, they get the records.
Some fucking.
They're going through the records, and he's just like, Purple Rain, Sunday Monday, the Batman soundtrack. Throw it. He's like, oh, Sade, Sade, that's Liz's. Oh, for fuck's sake! And I miss you like the deserts miss the rain.
You love her.
I love Sade. Everybody can fuck off. Looking past my door, coming down the street again, facing me. You love me anymore, and I miss you like deserts miss. Wait. And I miss you like the deserts miss the rain. There it is. Sade. So, yeah, and then Dire Straits, throw it. So, all this shit, and then fucking finally, fuck this, I'm going to the shed. I thought you said it was locked. Shaun just fucking barrels into that motherfucker, and he grabs a fucking cricket bat, and then Ed grabs a
Shovel.
blunt shovel.
Yeah.
And then they just start bashing the fuck out of these two. And it's funny because we're expecting like this big fucking like brawl between the two. Which one do you want, the bloke or the girl? The second one. Okay. And then fucking it's so simple. They literally just hit the fucking people on the head and they just start bashing until the head explodes. Most simple fucking kill ever. So then they go back into the house, and I love it because Ed is fucking just eating his fucking cornetto. And he's just licking the fucking thing, and Shaun's literally just like, oh my god, like still in awe.
Well, yeah, well, they got like blood on them too.
Yeah,
you got red on you.
Got red on you. So they're doing all this shit, and it's saying if anybody has been bitten on the news, if anybody has been bitten, isolate them immediately. Don't let them go anywhere. And immediately they both look upstairs because of Pete. Because Pete had a bite on his hand. I forgot to mention this. Pete had a bite on his hand because he got mugged by some like crackheads, and one of them bit him. And he was just like, why'd they do that? I don't know. I didn't stop to fucking ask them. Anyway, so Shaun is... Pete, why don't we just go up there? A, he might be one of them. B, he might still be pissed off. Pete! Oi, Prip! He's not up there. So then they go upstairs. Shaun goes upstairs, takes a fucking piss, does the whole fucking thing again, and then he hits the mirror. Same thing.
Pete's not there.
Same shot before. Pete's not there, but you see a silhouette in the shower. You see a silhouette in the fucking shower.
That's right.
And then Shaun walks up, opens the shower, there's a naked zombie Pete. And Shaun says, "Oh, Pete! Oh, yeah, hey!" And then Shaun leaves, shuts the door, and then goes downstairs, and Ed's all like, "Oh, Pete's gonna be so pissed off that I'm driving his car." I don't think so. But then they just go. And like Shaun's upset. Shaun's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he's upset. That's his friend.
Yeah, so then they like go outside.
That's the first person that he knew that
Yeah.
he saw turned into a zombie.
Right.
And didn't like Ed say something about zombies, and he's like, and
The
Shaun,
Z word.
The Z word.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Z word. Yeah. Sorry, everyone, because it isn't wine. I'm getting into my little fucking cooler over here.
Your
Cooler
mini
shit.
fridge.
The mini fridge for the game, and it's the gaming box. So we keep the gaming box very nice and you know, you gotta stay hydrated.
Shall I?
Pop it. Pop it!
I feel like I'm a bartender again.
You
Huh?
are, dude. You should take that the next time if you ever become a bartender. Use my bullet.
I would get in so much trouble.
Use my
This is a
shell.
fucking bullet.
It depends on where you fucking go.
Yeah, if I go to some seedy fucking bar, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
hey.
they'd fucking give a shit. If anything, you'd get
If it was a
tips because
casino,
of this.
honestly, this would be a really cool, like, novelty
Yeah.
for a thing, but I don't
Goddamn
know.
30 cal.
I wonder if, like if it was a casino, they would consider, like, a weapon.
Unless they're a fucking zombie, then you can jam it through the fucking eye.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good tool to have.
It is, dude. We could stag it right up fucking in there and shove it right through Pete's fucking brainstem.
Yeah.
Right into the fucking basket.
Yeah, what's next?
So, they get in the car and they drive. They go to Liz's. Oh, no. Where do they go first? Liz's. They go to Liz's first. Well, why are we going to go to Liz's? No, they go to Mom's first.
Well, they talked about this, like, elaborate plan. Like, first of all, we're going to
That's right.
go Mom's. We're going to have some tea. And then we're going to run over. Like they act out the scene like everything's all hunky-dory. And,
Oh,
like,
I love
think
it.
that the plan changed. I don't know. Like, they got to get Liz.
They did it like
They got to
3
get
times.
Mom. They got to, like, they're going to get tea. They're going to go back somewhere. And then
Grab Mom, kill Philip,
Yes.
get Liz, come back here,
Oh,
have a
because
sip of tea.
Didn't, like, the mom, like, call or something? Or he called the mom and it's like, oh, yeah, Pete's not feeling good.
That's right.
Yeah, something
Mom
happened.
called, yes.
Not Pete. I said Pete. Or
You did.
What's the dad's name?
So before Philip.
Philip,
So
sorry.
before they went upstairs to Pete, thank you. Mom did call.
Yeah.
Mom called and she was like,
I'm remembering more than I thought I would.
I know, you're remembering more than me. Fuck. But she's like, Mom. Oh, Shaun, hello, dear. Mum, I was just going to call you. No, he fucking wasn't. And he's just like, oh, you all right? Well, there were some men that tried to get into the house. Well, they were a little bit bitey. Mum, were you bitten? No, but Philip was. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then I love it because...
Nothing past that. Oh, okay.
No,
Like,
oh,
not,
okay.
Not even like a, oh, no.
Yeah, and I love it because Ed comes over. Was she bitten? No, Philip was. Oh, okay. It's just both of them. It's just like, all right, and that's where they were like, I think I'm going to have to kill my stepdad. So we're going to go round Mom's,
Yeah.
kill Philip, go get Liz, come back here, have a spot of tea,
Yeah.
and wait for all this to blow over.
Just blow over.
Blow over.
Yeah, it's like it's so
no, we
fucking
can't
easy.
do that. Gotta go there.
Yeah.
Go to Mom's. Go to the Winchester. You know, all these
Yeah,
places.
yeah, all
Because
these-
at first they wanted to go where they want to go. They wanted to go to, I think first off, they wanted to go,
I don't know.
I can't remember where
Yeah.
the first place was, but then it was like, we got to go to the house because Ed can smoke.
Oh, God.
And then
Oh,
it
they
was
were
the
like, oh, like
Winchester.
they were gonna wait at like Liz's apartment or something, but like, oh, cause like Liz like quit smoking
Yeah,
or something. I
she
don't know.
quit
Yeah.
smoking.
Like I want to be somewhere where I can smoke.
And Shaun threw his away because he promised that
He
he would fucking quit.
Yeah.
So they leave. They go to Barbara's and they go into the house. Shaun goes into the house. Ed's all like, I'm going to stay out here and honk 3 times if there's a problem. I didn't know Philip had a Jag. Philip has the Jaguar and the thing. And so Shaun goes inside and he's talking to his mom. And I absolutely love her. She is so...
She's just
fucking-
such a delight.
But I got to bring it up because I got to bring up something. I'm sorry.
What?
Something.
What?
So Shaun, when they were talking to his mom, Shaun was like, Mom, we're coming over. No, I don't want to cause a fuss. And then fucking Ed, we're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yes.
It's just because I totally forgot. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, it was very like, we're coming to get you, Barbara.
They're coming
Nice.
to get you.
Nice callback there.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Coming to get you, Barbara. Yeah, we're coming to get you.
They are coming to get you.
Coming to get you. So then he goes in the house and he's talking. He's like, Mom, why don't you put on the kettle? I'm going to go deal with Philip. Oh, the doctor's coming. Oh, I don't think the doctor's coming. Okay. I'm so sorry, Philip. He's about to fucking hit Philip with the goddamn cricket bat.
Yeah.
Philip just, why? What did you do now? Nothing. Where did you go? Cricket bat. And then his mom comes in through a door and scares Shaun. She like fucking, and he's just he just freaks the fuck out. All these jump scares.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh well, hun, Mom, why doesn't Philip wait? You come with me, and why doesn't Philip wait here for the doctor? She's like,
I thought you said the doctor wasn't coming.
oh, you didn't call a doctor, did you, Barbara? I'm fine, Barbara. I ran it under a cold tap. It's fine.
I bet that's a quote.
That's a quote.
Is
dude.
it?
We
I
used
bet
to
it
quote that all the time. I ran it under a cold tap.
I swear I've heard you guys say that.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's fun. I ran it under a cold tap.
What, Opie?
We quote the fuck out of this film. So, all that shit, and then Shaun's just freaking out. Then he goes into the kitchen with his mom, and he's talking. He's trying to really get Barbara to leave Philip. And Barbara has this, like, beautiful moment with Shaun. She's just like, I know you've never seen eye to eye, but he's my husband, and I love him, and na. Mom, throughout the years, Philip touched me. And then she just, like, slams down she's, like, making sandwiches, just slams the knife down. Shaun's got a knife in his hand, mind you. And she just turns around, stares at Shaun, and goes, made that up? Sorry. Wasn't true. He was just like... And then she says something to him, and then Philip just comes out of nowhere. Yeah. There comes a time in your life, Shaun. And they're really playing like Philip's turning right now or something. There comes a time in your life, Shaun, where you gotta be a man. And Shaun's got the knife in his hand, and he's just looking at the knife. Then the next scene is him just moping coming out of the house. And Philip and Mom are behind him. And he's just like, and he's like, so we're riding with it. We're gonna follow you, are we? You know, Philip's about to get in the Jaguar. And Ed's just like, hi, Barbara. Oh, hello, Ed. How have you grown? He's like, you better believe it. And he's just, I thought you were going to kill Philip. And he's like, it's a long story. And then all of a sudden, all these zombies come out of nowhere. And they start fucking, like, biting Philip. They're biting Philip's throat and shit.
Yeah.
Shaun's fucking sliding across the Jag and beating the... I love it because
badass move.
He just becomes a fighter all
like
of a
regular
sudden.
guy,
I love it.
yeah.
It just becomes a fucking fighter.
And that's the fun thing. It's seeing someone who's like, quote, normal and not like a superhero, just kind of like rise to the occasion and just kind of just like show off and like he brings out his own badassery or something.
Yeah, he like becomes a leader, you know.
Yeah,
this
he
dude
really
that
does.
really is like nothing. Is like
this pacifist, just
survival.
Yeah, just doesn't want to like rock the boat or anything.
Right.
And just like starts taking charge.
Yep. And then fucking they get Philip in the Jag, and then they drive off. They go to Liz, and he tries to ring them to let him in, and they won't let him in. So then he starts climbing the fucking wall again. This time he makes it. He did it, and then he gets in there and he convinces them to come. He's like, grab anything blunt. Hitting him in the head seems to work out, okay? And then they start running across the yard. And of course, David was totally against going.
Oh, of course.
There were 2 out there a minute ago and many out there now. So then they make it to the Jag, and they're all crammed in, driving. And Philip is like bleeding out, dude. He's dying.
Oh my god, yeah.
Philip's fucking
a little
dying
tissue is not gonna help.
Yeah, and I love it because Ed turns on this heavy metal shit,
Oh my God.
and fucking Philip is just like, Shaun, turn off the music. And then Philip keeps trying to get Shaun's attention. He's just like, Shaun, hang on, I'm turning it down. Shaun, it's not easy. It's not easy being a father. He's like, Philip, you don't have to explain. No, I do. You were just old enough when your dad left, and you needed somebody to look up to, and I just thought that it could be me. You take care of your mom. That's a good boy. But that is seriously like I'm coming to tears right fucking now.
Wow.
Because that is such a beautiful fucking moment. And again, this is why this movie is so fucking perfect to me, because you've got that moment. We've got all of this shit that is so fucking like goofy bullshit, but then seriously, here is a moment this man is dying and just literally lets out like, I've always loved you, I've always thought of you as a son, but I was always afraid that you never liked me.
Yeah.
And da-da-da-da-da. I know I was hard on you because you didn't have a dad, and da-da-da-da-da. And I thought that if I was hard on you, it would make it, that typical dad thing. If I was hard on you, and maybe you'd look up to me, da-da-da-da-da-da. But anywho, and then Philip just died. And I love it because, of course, they give you that kind of a comedic fucking like, oh! He just kind of dies. But then Shaun just, Ed, pull over. Shaun's fucking crying. He's like, 2 seconds. And Ed starts fucking running people over. And he says, Ed, please pull over. Oh, 2 seconds. Da-da-da-da-da. Ed, pull it over! He's like, what? And he's like, oh, everybody's all right. And for your information, no, now everybody is not all right. Mum, it's Philip. He's gone. Where'd he gone? He's dead. No, he isn't. Philip's just ground. And then the music turns back on, and then fucking like the child locks are on, so nobody can get out of the backseat. So fucking David, Di, and Shaun are in the backseat with Philip, trying to get out. Ed just gets out of the car and is just staring. It's literally just like and then fucking
not doing a damn thing.
Yeah, and then fucking Liz gets out and just circling around. Ed! And then she opens the door and lets everybody out. They lock Philip back into the car. And then Shaun's like, Mom, the man that you loved is gone. There is nothing of the man that you loved that's still in that car. And then Philip turns off the radio. He goes, let's leave, shall we? And I totally forgot. There is a girl in this film who is basically the opposite of Shaun. Her name is fucking, God damn it, what was her name? Yvonne?
Something.
I can't remember.
Yvonne, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, Yvonne. Yeah, so Yvonne. Yvonne is basically the fucking opposite. Not opposite. She's basically Shaun in female form.
Yeah, but she's
But she's more intense.
Optimistic
Yeah.
and, like, bubbly.
And I think they, like, dated in the past. I think
Probably.
that's the thing. And I love it because she bumps in with Shaun before this shit happens. And she's like, oh, you still with Liz? Yeah. Oh, glad somebody made it. All that shit. And she, yeah, like you said, she's just kind of bubbly and just
Yeah.
Oh, great, good luck. All that. And so Yvonne, so they're traveling, and sure enough, Shaun bumps into Yvonne again. And
she has her own group.
she's got her own group. And it's like all of that.
It's like they're doppelgangers.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like you got Yvonne, and then you've got, this is my boyfriend, Doug, whatever the fuck's his name. And
what's his name?
It is,
I can't
yeah.
think of his fucking...
It's fucking God
Bilbo.
damn it. Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah.
I'm a Baggins, a bag end. I know his name ain't coming. Martin Freeman.
Okay.
That's what it is. Martin Freeman. So, it's Martin Freeman, and then a couple other. I forgot the girl's name, but one of the girls who's in there, she was in Black Books with fucking with David.
But she was like the Liz, then you got the David.
Exactly, and you got all of them, and I love when they're all walking past each other. They basically say the exact hi, hello, all right. You got the Ed,
And then you got the
cousin.
Ed. That's right.
All right.
And I think when Philip got locked in, all of their weapons or blunt objects were in there, and they
just left them.
They
left
left
all
them?
of them, yeah. Because they mentioned that, I think they did.
Yeah.
And they were all like, what about the blunt objects? Diane, I think, of all people.
Yeah.
What about the blunt objects?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but leave them for now. We'll find something on the way. So they're going through fucking, like, shortcuts. It's like,
Yeah, they're going past like a bunch of like backyards and fences and shit.
yeah, Shaun tries to jump one and just fucking
Falls.
falls over. That'd be me. It just falls over. And they go into somebody's yard, and Barbara, for some reason, man, I guess Barbara started kind of just losing her shit after Philip, or if she never really was there, I don't know. But Barbara's like, I think Jill and Derek live around here. And she sees a guy in his pajamas just with a dead body next to him, and he's just fucking like clawing at the fucking window. And Barbara goes and like lets him out or does something, I don't know. Shaun and everybody's over on the next yard. He hears Barbara scream and then fucking jumps on a child's trampoline over into the yard. I'm coming! And it just fucking does a flip.
Yeah.
And he saves Barbara, and then he starts fighting this guy in his pajamas. And Diane throws him, what do you call that shit with the ball on the string and the pole?
Oh,
we used to do that.
Tetherball.
Tetherball, yeah.
Yeah.
So she throws him a fucking pole with a tether on it, and he's trying to hit him with a ball for some fucking reason. And then Diane and Liz are like, fucking stab him!
Yeah.
And then Shaun stabs him into the tree. And I love it because now we got like fucking acting 101. Like they're like, how are we going to get past everybody? And Diane's like, okay, observe. Look at the face. A little bit dead. All right. So let's go ahead and work with this. Okay. Liz, go ahead. And Liz is just, good. Great vocal work. Okay, David. David did whatever. Just okay. She says something. She's like, "It's boring. You hate it." Much better. Oh, Barbara, that's excellent. And Barbara's just staring at her. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I was totally oblivious. Look, I was elsewhere.
Yeah.
I was elsewhere. Oh, and Diane's even kind of just like, oh, okay. Ed, I'll do it on the night.
I'll do it on the night. Yeah. There's always that one fucking dude in a scene, in a show, where it's just like, okay, guys, let's go full out, please. I'll do it on the night.
I'll do it on the night.
On the night.
This is the night. This is the night. Oh, it made you king of the zombies. Shaun, that was excellent. And then they just start walking through the street, and that's how they get by. That's all just pretending to be fucking zombies. Yeah,
because it's like a big group of them, like right at the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like a fuckload.
Yeah.
Like, and I love because Shaun climbs that fucking child slide to look over the fence.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Basically. Shit.
He says that.
Oh, it was just like, is it clear? No.
No.
How many? How many? Lots.
Is it clear? No.
How many are there? Lots. Well, then they make it to the door of the Winchester.
Yeah.
He's trying to fucking get John and Bernie to let him in. And the zombies are starting to turn, and they're looking at you. Ed's fucking phone rings, and Ed answers it. And he's like, all right, Noodle. You know, all this shit. And then Shaun fucking throws his phone, and then they start aggravating. He's like, I'm so sick and tired of you making me look stupid! And then Liz is just, Shaun. And then he's like, what? Oh. And all the zombies are staring
at them.
And then David fucking grabs a fucking trash can, throws it into the window of the Winchester. He goes, everybody get inside. No, they're gonna follow us, stupid!
Yeah, I was like, why? He had to, like, open the biggest window.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was some glass on the door.
Yeah.
At least start there.
Right.
Maybe,
so
I don't know, but panic in the moment.
David just freaks
David
out.
being fucking David.
Yeah. So then Shaun leads all the fucking zombies away, and then they all climb into the window, and they start talking, and David's basically like, I need to take charge here, you know? It's my turn, I need to take charge, da-da-da-da-da. Shaun did all this, did all that. They're like, oh, well, what are we gonna do? Well, we can stay here. We've got, you know... We got our bag snacks and da-da-da-da. Oh, great! Saved by Nibbles! You know, and then finally, fucking Shaun shows back up after there was dissension in the ranks and David started freaking out and everybody was yelling. So Shaun shows back up, and this is where you really see him confidence.
Yeah. Takes
charge. He's just, all right, any sign of John and Bernie? Okay, what's the front door situation? What's the electric situation? Okay, all right, here we are. And then fucking... What's too busy going with your boyfriend? He's not my boyfriend. Sorry. The cooler's off. It's a bit warm. Thanks, babe.
Talking
about Ed.
Ed, yeah.
Yeah, because Ed just comes out and he's like, Ed, Oh, no, because you ran off with your boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend. Hey, sorry. Cooler's off. Might be a little bit warm. Thanks, babe. But yeah, they're all, okay, so now what? Would anybody like a peanut? They're all just sitting around drinking and shit. And finally, Shaun goes to flip on the electric, looks outside because he flips on the outside switch. All of the zombies are out fucking side. They followed him.
Because he went in through the back.
Yeah, he went in through the back. And he was jiggling a fucking back door in the building where I guess John and Bernie might have been. And you start to see that handle jiggle a little more. And then Shaun... Fuck.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Stop fidgeting with things.
Yes. See, that's what you get when you sit in my seat.
Yeah, I get fidgety.
I know. I tell you, it's the fidgety chair, dude. That's why I'm always like, fuck. But so Shaun goes back in and he's trying to tell Liz. Mind you, Liz gives like a quid to fucking Ed for, no fucking
Who
reason.
knows what, but I don't know. It's like you can tell.
Yeah.
Something's going to go awry.
Right. And
because of Ed.
Yep. And Shaun is just like, Liz, there's a problem. They followed me. Okay, well, we just won't make any noise and it'll be fine. Ed fucking turns on a goddamn
Pinball machine
or something. Ed, no! And they go over, unplug it. Oh, what? And then all of a sudden, here comes fucking John, a Zed John, zombie John. And then the Queen turns on in the jukebox. Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a good time. And then he's like, all right, Ed. Ed, Liz, and Shaun grab pool cues.
Pool cues, yeah.
Diane is watching over Barbara, and David is... David, kill the Queen! Huh? The jukebox! Oh, right! So David's trying to frantically... So they got this beautiful fucking fight scene to fucking Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
It's a choreographed number.
It is so funny, dude. They're hitting John with the pool cues to the beat of the... Gonna have myself a good time. Gonna get you better gravity.
The fucking bartender just moving.
Yeah,
You can tell he's got pads on, but safety.
Just getting hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that gator on.
Yeah.
Some shit. So it's just, and then finally, David finds out because he's flipping the switches, and then the lights start turning on to "Don't Stop Me Now." 'Cause we're having such a good time, having a barrel. And David sees all the zombies, and then the zombies break in, and David's just backing up. We have a situation here. I know. And fucking Shaun is fighting John, and then fucking Diane goes over to the dartboard and grabs a dart, throws it at John and Shaun. It goes right in between the two, and Shaun's like, no! And then she throws another one and it hits John in the arm, and he goes, yes! And then she throws it again, and this time it goes into Shaun's head. And he's just like, ah! And fucking has this dart just hanging out. And he's fighting John with a dart in his fucking head. And then all of a sudden, fucking, he just throws John into the jukebox, gets electrocuted, and then that's that. And, because Ed gave him the Winchester, and there's this whole thing about
this shotgun that's there.
Yeah, the rifle.
Yeah, whatever.
The rifle is deactivated or whatever. And so Shaun hits him with it, and Ed's like, why didn't you shoot him? And he goes, I told you it's not. And then the gun goes off, and he goes, all right, but dogs can look up. Because there's this guy that said that John was fucking like in the mafia or some shit. And Shaun's just like, yeah, but he also says that dogs can't look up. He's like, because they can't. He goes, what? So, all that shit. Well, now we find out Barbara has been bitten.
She's been keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
And you can, she's doing something with her wrist. It looks like she's like adjusting her like shirt or jacket or whatever, but she's been stuffing that shit with like tissues or something. Yeah.
Keeping it from bleeding or whatever.
Or showing.
Yeah. And so she is basically fucking confiding into Liz. And she had the flowers that Shaun threw away.
She found them.
I feel like these were for me, And she's talking to Liz, and Liz goes over Shaun, Shaun, I'm so sorry. Shaun gives the gun to Ed, And then Ed's all like, here, you take over, gives it to Diane, and then Diane gives it to David. Go over, everybody finds out Diane's turning, and then, I'm sorry, Barbara. Barbara is turning. And then David comes over and is about to shoot Barbara. And Shaun's just like, stop pointing that gun at my mom! And this is where it gets fucking heavy. Mm-hmm. Like, it starts really getting heavy. Like, Shaun breaks a bottle and is like, about to stab David with it, and then Ed does the same. Diane's like, this isn't very fair, and then fucking Ed gives her his bottle, and she's like, thanks, and then points it at Shaun, and Diane, fucking Liz just comes over as everybody's fucking yelling, and Liz is, can we all just calm the fuck down? All right, everybody, I see where David is going with this, even if he is being a twat. But David, I mean, if you really think about it in this situation, David is in his right. Barbara just died, and, we need to shoot her. We need to make sure she doesn't come back. She's going to come back. Shaun's in fucking denial and just is like, it's my mom. Like, no, it's my mom. Da-da-da-da-da. It's not your mom anymore. It's not your mom anymore. She's going to come back as one of those things. And he was willing to do it to Philip. I mean, it was just kind of like, it's that thing. And then fucking Shaun is like, this is all because of Liz. Because you wanted Liz and da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Diane goes, yes, it is David. And Diane finally lets fucking David have it. Like, I know you only got with me because you wanted to get closer to Liz. I have come to terms with that, David. And then David's just like, whatever. And then Shaun punches David. David grabs the gun and he tries to shoot Shaun. But there were no bullets in the gun. Like, he was going to kill Shaun.
He was
like, that's
actually going to fucking do
heavy.
it. Yeah.
He was going to kill Shaun. Then he gets up. Right, I'm leaving. I'm going. And he starts unbarricading the fucking doors and shit and the windows. And he's like, I'm going. And then Diane's just like, David! You get away from that window! Not a second, David! You came with me and Shaun because you didn't know what else to do. Like, all that shit. And he's, I'm so sorry, Diane. Well, David gets pulled through the fucking window and it gets torn the fuck apart.
Can I do something, please?
Please. What'd I do?
You at the barricades, listen to this. I don't know. Every time the word barricade gets brought up, I have to do it.
Oh my God.
I can't do it. Like, I have to. Like, I can't not do it.
You're the barricade, listen to this.
So, because in the show or whatever sounds so afar. You at the barricades, listen to this.
No one is coming to help you to fight.
You have no chance.
No chance today.
No.
Don't throw your lives away.
Or die. Okay, I'm sorry. That went too far.
I love it, though. So, David gets fucking ripped to pieces. And I love it because they're pulling his fucking legs.
Oh, yeah.
And then Diane has David's leg and she runs out at the zombies hitting them with David's fucking leg. And then, of course, Diane's gone now. She gets swallowed up. Ed goes to the bar. He's trying to make a fucking Molotov cocktail. And here's kind of like, I guess, a fucking goof. Because he's got the Molotov and then he's lighting it. And then all the zombies come out, grab him, and then the Molotov just fucking disappears.
Huh.
But he's grabbed by none other than Pete. Pete followed them to the fucking Winchester. And Pete and Bernie, Pete bites fucking Ed's hand. And then Bernie bites Ed's neck. Shaun, Liz jump behind the bar. Shaun fucking pours fire around the bar so nobody comes in. And then Ed jumps over and he's just like, oh, hey. And then they go under into the cellar. All the shells to the gun are fucking going off and shit because they left them on the counter. And then they go into the cellar, and then again, here now, more fucking seriousness. We have fucking Ed dying.
Yep.
And Shaun and Liz are literally like, okay, how many bullets do we have? Yeah, 2. Okay. Well, Liz is like, Okay, well, you're gonna have to.
It's
you're
very-
gonna have to kill me.
It's very The Mist.
It is very missed, isn't it? Spoiler alert. It is very fucking missed. Huh?
I didn't say what happened.
What?
I didn't say what happens. I said, hey, bullets.
Ignore the spoiler alert. Nothing happens.
You haven't watched The fucking Mist. You know what? Fuck you.
Dude, no, I want to fucking do that next.
That would be a good episode.
That
The
would
Mist.
be a great fucking episode.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Maybe that'll be my next fucking pick after whatever you're doing. We'll just go a little longer with fucking Halloween. So, anyway. So, yeah, let's do that. Fuck yeah, let's do it. We'll do The Mist. All right. Anyway, Shaun, Liz, having their moment. So, Shaun and Liz having their fucking moment and then talking about, who's gonna kill who. And then Ed's just like, I don't mind being eaten. And then Shaun finds a fucking, like, some kind of remote, like,
Oh, yeah.
something that apparently there was, like, a keg lift,
Yes.
for the cellar. And
There's a
they
button
find
for it.
Yeah, they find it and they can ride up. But Ed wants to stay because he's fucking dying. So he has the 2 shells and he's like, I'll hold you back. And him and Shaun have this beautiful moment of, like, saying goodbye. And Ed, of course, does the, sorry, Shaun. Oh, you have nothing to be. No. I'm sorry, Shaun. Oh. It's like, stop doing that. That's it. It's like, I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. Not laughing. And then they hold each other's head, like, they fucking do the headbutt thing and go up. And he's like, I love you. All right, gay. All right, gay. So Liz and Shaun make it out. And then all of a sudden they're surrounded. And then all of a sudden here comes, like, lights. And a bus, like, runs over all these zombies. And then out of this bus come a bunch of fucking military dudes just wasting these fuckers. Mm-hmm. And here comes Yvonne. Yvonne is like, oh, I met up with these guys and figured that you guys could use some help. And if you were still here, da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, are you all that's made it? And they're like, yeah. She's like, glad somebody made it. Goes back to that fucking line. Mm-hmm. And so you find out that the zombies, people are starting to learn how to live with these zombies.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you become a zombie in the Shaun of the Dead world, you still are very much you. You just are a cannibal and dumb.
Yeah.
But everything that you've done in your life, so, like, Mary, the chick, was back to like fucking checking groceries.
Yeah.
Fucking Noel becomes a zombie and he's like a cart pusher. And sure enough, fucking Shaun and Liz live together now in Shaun's place, and they're talking about their agenda of what they're gonna do. And she's like, we have a cup of tea, do this, go for a walk or whatever, and then go to the Winchester and have a pint. Mm-hmm. He's like, I love it. She's like, okay, good. He was like, can I have 2 sugars in my tea, please? And that's because his mom thought that he did sugar, and he was like, I haven't had sugar in my tea since 1983. And so I think that's why he went back to 2 sugars. Kind of a cute thing for his mom. And then he goes, hey, I'm just going to pop off into the shed for a bit. I'm going to pop off into the garden for a bit. All right, guy. He goes off. He's got Ed tied in the fucking shed. And Ed is playing fucking PlayStation like that because that's what he did. That's what Zombie Ed does. So player 2 has entered the game. And he tries to take a bite out of Shaun. And Shaun's just like, hey, Ed! He's like, and then he just goes back to playing. And then that's the end of the movie. That's Shaun of the Dead. That's Shaun of the fucking Dead. So I'm pretty sure I already fucking know, but would you watch this without me?
I would not watch this without you, but I would have a really good time watching this with a group of people.
Yeah.
Like, part of me is kind of like, it's like when we did Spinal Tap. But Spinal Tap, I was like, fuck yeah, I would watch this.
Yeah.
I've actually been wanting to watch it. But Shaun of the Dead, it's like kind of in that category where, okay, I appreciate it a little more with you talking about it and all that shit, but I really wouldn't watch it by myself. It would be a fun movie to watch with a group of friends.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Even though I do and can watch this, like I said, I think this is one of my top favorite comedies.
Nice.
So, all right, well, that's that. So we'll, like I said, this is a very short episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully
To the point.
to the point. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night. And please like, subscribe. You can find us on almost all podcasting platforms.
Yes, and please find us all over the World Wide Web. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And we also have the Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
Yeah, contemplators, and we'll see you next week with another spooky movie.
That was,
Oh, look at you.
that was almost in sync.
Ah,